Hello. Okay, so sorry, I am just up from a papa nap, which is the norm for me. Anyway, yeah, right. Yesterday I done that question thing on Instagram stories, like ask me a question. Instead of replying by text, I thought I would just do a quick video. There was, lots of questions. I've just had to like select a few of them because I don't want to bore you for hours. Um, let's get the tour ones out of the way first. Am I coming to Denmark, Sweden? Yeah, I'm doing a mini tour of Europe. I'll be doing a post later on today on my Facebook. So I'm doing Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Holland all this year. We will be doing most destinations next year, but for now, that's all that there will be. People are asking me if I'm coming back to America, Newcastle, Lincoln, Elgin. Everywhere that I have been, well, 99% of the places that I have been, I will be back next year. There'll be much more information about this really soon. Right, so what was my favourite part of the US? Boston, in fact, where everybody knows your name. I love Boston. It was the first stop, so it kind of holds a kind of special thing with me, and I got to spend half an hour just hugging a golden retriever in the big park across from the Cheers bar. So I loved everywhere in America, but Boston, because it was the first place, holds a special place in my heart. I know a lot of comedians and they all have an onstage persona. Is this true for you too? No. What you see on stage is the exact same way I am off stage. I'm probably not as funny off stage, right enough. I'm more daft than funny, but it's all true life stories that I do on stage, and obviously my opinions and stuff, so it's just me. Will I still do small venues now that I am a big star? I am not a big star. If I do get to the level that I am a big star and I could do arenas, I would rather do 10 nights in a theatre where everyone can see my facial expressions, even if they're sitting up the back, than doing one night in a big arena where you pay tons of money to see like a little dot on a stage and you end up just watching a big screen. So I love small gigs. I don't get to do many of them now, but I do really enjoy them because I can see the whites in everyone's eyes. I can interact with the audience a bit more. In what ways has your my writings, I am dyslexic, fuck ass. In what way has your everyday life changed in the last year? Getting recognised all the time, which is lovely. But last week I was in a shopping store, and you know, sometimes when you're shopping and you'll just stop and you'll stare at not a specific section because you're daydreaming and you just stare at something, not because you want to buy it, but because you're daydreaming. Someone approached me and it was a guy, and he goes, "Are you Gary Meikle?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I realised I was staring at the sanitary towel section. I spent like 2 minutes going, I'm not buying anything from here. I was daydreaming at the point that you walked over, and yeah, we had a laugh. It was fine. But, you know what I mean? So yeah, getting recognised, that's changed. And if you do see me, come and chat to me. I don't mind it at all. That's fine. How do you relax after a gig? With baby lotion and some toilet roll. Next question. No, I'm so not rock and roll. I don't go out and drink after gigs ever. I just come back to the hotel, relax, unwind, and yeah. If you could have a superpower, what would it be? To cure people's illnesses. That would be a good one. Just walking around going habra, just take their illnesses away. 100%. What are you most proud of? That's the easiest question of all. It's my daughter. She is an inspiration. I'm so proud of her, especially recently. She's she's doing so well. She stopped smoking. She's taking care of herself. Like she's just fucking my baby girl. What or who inspired you to be a comedian? I wouldn't say anyone inspired me because it happened by accident, but I love obviously Billy Connolly and Lee Evans, two totally different styles. But yeah, whose idea was it to put the eyebrows on Gracie? Mine. And I'll tell you why. She'd come into my room crying at 3 o'clock in the morning, standing at the side of my bed like, oh, like it's my fault that she's woke up in the middle of the night and she can't find her way back to her own bed. So anyway, I've obviously just brought her into bed with me, gave her a little cuddle. Once she's fell asleep, just pushed her away. And then about 5 in the morning, she decides she wants to play wrestling. Because while sleeping, she just gave me a forearm smash. And I don't know if you have ever been woken up with just getting whacked right in the nose. And obviously when that, I was like, yeah, but you can't hit kids. So, yeah, once I got up, she was still sleeping. I went and got Ainsley's, it was mine, eyebrow liner. And just, yeah, that's what happened. And she deserved it. If I had one wish, what would it be? Right, so I've done the superpower thing. If I had one wish, it would be to... Oh, my foot. Oh, it would be to teleport back home after gigs. I love doing what I do, and I love travelling and seeing new places, but it's not much fun coming back to a hotel room. I so wish I could teleport so I could just still wake up every morning and spend the day with my girls. Bigger cock womble. Who's the bigger cock womble? Boris Johnson or Trump? I don't think there's a competition there. I think both of them. I don't really discuss. I don't watch the news. I don't read the newspapers. I can't stand politics. I am blissfully naive and ignorant about the whole thing. I have got opinions on them, but I will save that for stage at some point. Have you have you ever had a gay experience? Yeah, of course. I take one up the bum every night before I go on stage because it straightens up your back. It's good for your posture. No, I haven't. When I was 12, I did get a dare to kiss my friend, and I think we snogged for about 4 seconds, and he wasn't that pretty. I shut my eyes, but that didn't help. So no, I've not had... Do you know what? My life would be easier if I was gay. My mum still thinks I'm gay. She thinks I'm one pair of dungarees away from sucking cock. How often do you get offers of sexual contact? Not often. And I want to keep it that way because I will just reject you. I did get offered a threesome. When it was 2 guys, and I love my gay following, man. And but after at the meet and greet, the 2 of them were like, "Listen, do you want to come back and have a threesome with us?" I was like, "No, thanks, guys. It wouldn't be comfortable for anyone because I would just be lying in between the 2 of yous with one hand over my mouth, the other one over my bum, and my flaccid penis. So no one is going to enjoy that." Have you ever went to bed with an itchy bum and woke up with a smelly finger? No. And to be quite honest, I think that says more about you than it does me. I think you're maybe just want some confirmation that you picking your balloon knot whilst you're asleep is okay. It's not. I have went to bed with an itchy balloon knot, but I will get up and go into the bathroom and I will itch it with some toilet roll. What is your favourite thing? What's your most favourite thing about being a comedian / parent / granddad? Being a parent, if you know anything about my life story, you will know that Ainsley has pretty much saved my life because she's gave me something to focus on. and something to kind of get me away from all the bad stuff that I was surrounded by in my younger years. Best thing about being a granddad, have you seen Gracie? She's the most adorable human being and funny and just the best personality in the world. Yeah. Oh man, I love being a granddad. And best thing about being a comedian is just I think that I get to have every day to myself, and I just get to have naps and just make people laugh. Who could ask for any more? How much are you loving being able to do what you love? Yeah, that's the same thing. I love it. I feel blessed. I do feel very lucky. Don't get me wrong. I've worked hard for it. But yeah. What's the most annoying thing that a woman has ever done on a first date? Leave? That was annoying. Yeah. On another date, actually, I dated a policewoman. One day back about 15 years ago, and I walked in and she goes, "You're not 5'8". Like, yes, I am. That was an army measurement. I do say I'm 5'7.5" on stage just for comedic effect, but I am 5'8". And then the guy on the table next to us was reading a newspaper. He left. She then took the newspaper, started reading it, and she's like, "Yeah, so tell me something interesting about your past." So I'm not the kind of person that would just get up and walk out. I don't like to make people feel bad, even if they're idiots. And I told her about my past and that I had spent a couple of years in my youth in children's homes. And she said, "Oh my God, that's so depressing." I was like, "You did ask me to tell you something interesting." After about another hour, I said, "Look, I don't think this is working out. I'm going to go home now." We got outside the pub. She said, "How are you getting home?" I said, "I'm just going to get a taxi." And she went, "Why don't you come up to mine? You can phone a taxi from there." What was the point? Like, is that some sort of weird power trip that she was doing? Was she trying to make me feel bad and on the actual date so she can get me back to the apartment and like I've no idea. It was really weird anyway. But I was like, "You can fuck off." Right, that didn't happen. I went home alone. Am I single? Yes. I just don't have time. I really don't to date, so I don't even date either. What's my biggest turn off? Smoking. 100% smoking. And women that ask me, I'm going to mention this again, about my height. Like, women message me and go, "What height are you?" Like, as if I say a specific height requirement that meets their quota, I will then be allowed to date them. Like, do I not get a say in this? Can I not get to decide who I get to date? Like, anyway, how did you get into stand-up? And I'll end on this one. I used to be a debt collector for 9 years, but because of my height, because I'm too small and I smile too much, I wasn't allowed out the office. So I was just on the phones. And in between, it took me 7 years before I discovered I had Microsoft Word. That's how much of a technophobe I am. I was like, "I've got Microsoft Word." And my mates were like, "Gary, we've all got it. You've always had it." I didn't know. Started doodling in between calls. I was a part of the social committee, so it was my job to send out weekly bulletins to the bulletin board with like lottery numbers, what's happening that week. And I started writing funny things. And then I would get emailed off of certain people in the work saying that was quite funny. So that gave me a bit of confidence to start doing more. Started just writing in between calls, loads of different things. And then I thought, do you know what? I'll just get up and try it on stage. Got up on stage, my first 5 minutes, I only got one laugh. But that one laugh was enough for me to go, "Oh my God, it was like a million different orgasms." I don't know what are your orgasms like. Going through your head at the same time. So that was me hooked. Yeah, that's how I got into. Jesus, I've ranted for 14 minutes. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. This has been fun. There's loads of exciting news coming within the next couple of weeks, actually. So yeah, and I'll try and actually speak to you more. I just get that busy, man. And anyway, I am going to go and start getting ready for tonight's gig. I need to do writing. I need to. Anyway, doesn't matter. have an amazing Sunday. I'll speak to you later. Bye.